Hi everyone, how are you? Today, I want to share with you the secret behind my recipes, why they turn out so flavorful and delicious. I'm going to teach you how to make it today. My seasoning is the all-purpose seasoning, everyone. It's very easy, very tasty, and just a reminder that I'll be using quite a bit of salt, so it's a seasoned salt or savory seasoning. I'm not sure what you'll want to call it, but I'll leave that up to you. So you don't have to worry, that's why it's such a hit. Everything I make is full of flavor and also a lot of love too, right guys? But let's get started. This one also has plenty of love in it because I'm going to share my secret. It's very easy to make. The recipes are always here in the video description with the quantities. Even so, I'll tell you here and give you the details, so take note. This is already in my recipe notebook, just add this one too, okay? Let's go. With this little recipe, you can season everything: rice, beans, meat, any kind of meat, chicken, whatever you want. You can even use it in your savory doughs, so when you're making fried snacks, you can add a little spoonful. If you're going to add salt, you might as well use this seasoned salt, which will make your doughs wonderful. Just be careful. Later, when you're tasting it, make sure to check so you don't risk making it too salty, right? Your food. So whatever you're making, let's go. Take a look here. Garlic, you can buy it already peeled, okay? Or if you have a little time, look, 350 grams of garlic already peeled. If you want to peel it yourself, you can do that too, right? One large onion chopped like this, okay? Because we're going to blend it. I have here, look, 100 milliliters of water. Maybe you'll need a little more, but let's add it little by little. 1 kilo of salt. 150 milliliters, from 150 to 200 milliliters of oil, okay? A good quality oil. Here, a bunch of fresh herbs, so I have green onions and parsley. I'm not going to add cilantro here, only if you want to, if you like it. Well, this is optional, okay? Red chili pepper, dedo de mosa. If you want to use a smaller one, that's fine, so it's really optional. Here I have rosemary. If you have fresh rosemary, I'm using dried rosemary. So I put a tablespoon here and also some bay leaves to blend. If you want, you can use powdered bay leaf. So just add a teaspoon of powdered bay leaf. Guys, now you just need to blend all of this together. I'm going to add it. For those who want, you can put it in the blender or in a food processor. Remember that you shouldn't add salt here. I'm going to blend all the seasonings except the salt because we'll mix the salt in later. And if you want a smoother, finer seasoning, use the blender, okay? I like it a bit chunkier, well chopped, but a little coarser. So I'm going to use the food processor, but you can use whatever you prefer, okay? So first, I'm going to add the garlic here, and I'll just add everything, right? Guys, garlic and onion, start by blending them in the food processor like this. It's small, not that big. Let's see if everything will fit in here, and I think it will fit, yes. Let's keep blending. Little by little, add the garlic and onion, and we'll give it a few pulses. I'm going to add the bay leaves, like I said. You can use ground bay leaf, but this will get blended up too. It'll end up in tiny pieces. It's not a problem, right? Now, I think I went overboard with the size of this one, guys. It's big. If you don't want to, you don't have to add it, okay? But it's my little secret, and you don't even need to remove the... And it's not that spicy because it's dedo de mosa pepper, okay? If you want, use a smaller one. I'm just going to add a little more. I'm going to take a piece out, okay? And the rosemary, guys, add some rosemary. Wow, it's going to have such a delicious seasoning. The oil and the water will add little by little. And also the green herbs, because I'm going to add a little here, but it'll fill up a lot. So as I blend, it goes down and I keep adding more, okay? Let's go little by little. I'm going to add all the oil, and I'll leave the water to add gradually. Okay. Start blending, then I'll add the rest here of the... I'm going to stop for a bit to stir. Be very careful with your blender. There you go, guys. Mine was even already on. Look at that. Stir a little because it needs to be really, really, really well blended. If you want, you can use a blender, okay? But to avoid overworking it, I'm blending it here. Guys, I like the seasoning like this, see? If you want, as I said, blend it, use the blender, okay? Mine is really well blended. There aren't any big pieces here. Everything is tiny. And now it's time to add the salt in here, okay? So salt is a preservative, so it's necessary, guys. I have 1 kilo of salt, okay? I'm adding it in, see? And I'm already stirring. And all this moisture here, look, will be absorbed, right? The salt will absorb it and you'll end up with that really tasty seasoning. And soon I'll talk about storage and shelf life. So let me add everything in. And who likes to eat things with salt? That's fine for here. Now look, just look at this wonderful seasoning, okay? But this amount here could actually take up to another kilo of salt. But I'm going to leave it like this because it will stay in the fridge. Let me just stir it a little more so that all the seasoning gets well mixed. All the salt needs to be well distributed here. See how it's still soft? You could still add more salt. Look at this, guys. I'm going to leave it like this because I'll use it in my recipes this way. I'm giving you a big gift, the secret to my really tasty recipes. Guys, just look what a wonderful smell. It makes you want to eat it, but I can't because it has salt. Let me give you a tip. Be careful. How do you use this? If it were the salt for your recipe, say I'm making rice and I need to add a bit of salt, then use this because it already has salt. Okay? Don't use this as just a seasoning, right? Like frying it with garlic, as if you were frying garlic and then adding more later. Never use a lot of salt. Use it as if it were the salt for your recipe. Be very careful. If you're going to use it on fish or chicken, use just a little as well. Guys, this already adds a lot of flavor. So there you go. I hope you liked it. My feeling isn't my timing, and here is my all-purpose seasoning. Did you write down the recipe? If you didn't, don't worry because it's down here in the video description. Big kiss to you. See you next week. God willing, bye-bye everyone. Wow, but it smells so good here, it makes you want to eat it by the spoonful, but you can't. How nice.